I'd get my words messed up. It's not
It's
going to
okay.
be great.
We forgive you.
I'll add some comedy to the show or something.
Yeah. The good thing with Intech doing the Sky Sport Next through the YouTube is we don't get comments like you do Facebook.
Beautiful.
So
No judgments coming
there's no
through.
judgment here.
Apart from, I've got Neil sitting in front of me.
Anyway, yes, Kyle has been very consistent, and he has been for quite some time now. But I don't know about you guys, but on Facebook I quite often see Kyle's name popping up.
Popping up for North Wellington.
Yeah, coming up with some wins. Actually, one event I saw, the triples, he qualified and he won because he was the only qualifier.
Oh,
So how about that?
that's the way you want to go.
Yeah, and recently he was just named in the North Island team. He's leading in the men's triples with Grant Rayner at skip. They play together a lot, so that's a really good combination.
Yeah,
and
they know how each other's plays
Yeah.
and the heads and...
Yep, and Alex Reid in the middle, and he's played with Grant Rayner for the last few years in the Inter-Island.
That's
So
a pretty good combo.
yeah, of course they'll have really tough competition in the south. Oh, Ken's moved it out there. Great camera work from Richard. He's still 3 down, but it is very open. Coming around the back here. Yep, if he lands in the square, that's a fantastic bowl. Can't really do too much more
Nah.
for where it's sitting and the first end. So great first end from Kyle. I'd imagine Ken could at least cut it down to 1, if not get the shot.
Yeah. Or get the shot. You might just fall a bit short, but
Yeah,
cutting that down to 1.
Kyle did come out of the gates, really well. So to only drop a 1 that end is good from Ken. Oh no, that's probably a bad call.
We were handed lollies just before the game started. So
Yep.
probably
Sorry
not
if you.
great.
Yep,
It's not me, it's all Jerry.
this has not gone well. So that'll show soon that it's 1-0 to Kyle Waldron after 1 end. Who do we have playing in the other games? So, we've got a huge game over there. That's Tim Veal and Daniel French. We've got Steve Fisher versus Les Hayward. Nathan Trowell versus Brian Booker. And of course on screen we have Kyle and Ken.
That Tim Daniel game is going to be good as quite close as well, as they're all sort of high up there
Yeah, like
on
what
the
we
overall scoring.
Yeah, we were just saying in that last game, for anyone that wasn't watching, that the top 4 bowlers going into that round remained the top 4 bowlers. Wouldn't be surprised if... So Tim's leading. He's now on 4.5 wins out of 5 games. Steve, French and Kyle are all on 4 out of 5. Steve was second on account back of ends. Wouldn't surprise me if it stayed that way, but they all had really good games,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it might have changed. We'll
Neil's-
be keeping an eye on the spreadsheet.
Neil's just editing it now, so we'll
Yeah.
get you up to date as soon as we see them through.
Neil's been wearing many hats
look at
today.
this.
He's been a commentator, pool controller, spreadsheet updater. What a guy.
So we've got Tim with 4.5 and he's on 47.5 ends. Steve Fisher's on 4 wins with 43 ends. Then we've got Daniel French on 4 wins and 41.5 ends. And then we've got Kyle on 4 wins again and 39 ends. So still very,
It's
very
anyone's,
close
isn't
on,
it?
yeah.
So it'll be interesting with Tim and Daniel's game.
This will
Obviously,
change it dramatically. 'Cause
if
either-
Daniel wins, it really opens the field up. If Tim wins, he's just edging that little bit further. French would drop down that touch more. Of course, it depends on what Steve and Kyle do as well. Ken just had a really good game against Tim. Made him work right till the end.
It was
And
nobody's game.
he's having a really good end here too. Just got a 3, did he?
Could be 2.
What did you reckon? Oh, it's a measure.
From here I favour orange, but really not sure.
Sorry, there's chocolate now. It's really hard to turn down.
It's Lindt chocolate
I think
too,
that'd be.
so
Oh, it's so good. Sorry to those who are
when the
missing out.
inside's a bit gooey, oh, how can you pass it up?
We couldn't stare at that for the next 15 inch.
I haven't even opened mine yet because it's too crinkly.
You got to carry on talking while I'm eating.
Okay,
And then when you eat, I'll carry on talking.
Just teamwork makes the dream work. I think so, over
So Ken just scored a 3.
a 3.
Yes.
Good
So
going,
that measure
Ken.
went his way. He's now 3-1 up, played 2. I was hoping you'd say that.
I thought you were pointing to the other guy. Dream's not going so
No, I'm going to
great.
go back to eating my chocolate.
Oh dear. I've lost it. Kyle's just drawn a great. Oh dear.
I knew I shouldn't have had the chocolate. Right, so Kyle has just played an outstanding first
No, I'm
roll.
all good. Don't need chips, thanks.
So with Ken's first 2 bowls being a little bit looser, Kyle's got a good opportunity
To
here.
lock it all up here.
We saw him on the first end go really well coming this way. Ken obviously did the same back, going the other direction.
Just falls a bit short. If Ken gets in here, pretty good. Third bowl, move it. Yeah,
Oh,
just
well
like that.
played. Great
That's
shot.
a great shot.
Is Kyle going to look to draw a second, or is he going to come on the forehand? He's obviously coming on the
I think
forehand.
he's going to try come in the forehand,
Cut
come
that
in here,
edge.
in the edge.
Yeah, get the edge off that white
Try
blue.
and-
Oh, he might even not need an edge, eh? He might just go clean.
He
Probably
needed
needed to
the
go
edge,
clean
but
with that weight. He was obviously
Makes it
looking
a
to draw.
bit harder, I think, for Kyle for his next bowl because he's locked it up himself.
Yeah, there's no position there for him. I think for
think Ken
Kyle,
will be-
unless Ken set something up, I imagine Kyle would just be looking for a second shot. He might still be able to draw the shot that same hand he just went. It is a nice draw, like we've been watching. He might
Coming
move it
in
out.
pretty good. Move it to the other bowl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
he
pretty
could be
good.
holding. He's definitely holding 2, maybe
Could be
3.
3. I think
which does
Kyle-
put the pressure on.
We'll be able to draw in there, cut it down, get the shot. Aiming for the shot, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that would be ideal, wouldn't it? Great line. He's given himself a chance here.
It's a real good line. Keep going though. Oh, I like.
Great
Just
second
drop
shot. Yep, he's only a roller weight short. But again, if you're dropping ones, it's not the end of the world. Not at this stage of the game. So that'll be 4-1 to Ken, played 3. Check to see if we've got any updates.
We nearly had a bit of a disaster. Terry's phone nearly went flat, and Stephen's phone nearly went flat. So we nearly had no results from
So
all the games.
basically, yeah, the runner and then the runners. Yeah, Neil wouldn't have gone flat.
No.
But the
Would have had to-
charades is hard sometimes.
Yeah.
I was never good at that game.
Charades? No,
Yeah.
I sucked. Campfire charades. You never had Emma on your team.
But thankfully, I mean, anyone who knows me would not be surprised that my phone was
Oh,
just
I was
about
not
flat.
shocked at
I
all.
was surprised that it wasn't flat already. President Michael Lawson will probably be watching, and he knows probably more than anyone how my battery life goes. Oh God.
It's when you get up in the morning and your phone's flat. I struggle with that concept.
Anyway, thank you to Richard. He's got this big box of technology, can we call it that? I'm not a whiz. And that's got USB ports out the whizzing. So,
Just a whole lot of technology.
yeah, I'm up to 23% now. If anyone's
Crisis
interested.
averted.
Anyway, back to the score updates. That's what we were after.
Bit off track, but we'll get there.
Oh, I don't think we'll be able to commentate for round 7.
They'll kick us off.
So, 4-3 to Brian. which Stephen is very happy about. He's come all this way to support Brian in Melbourne.
It's a fair distance.
So if I were to read this out, I would say 4-3 to Brian, yippee, over Nathan, 2-1 to Les over Steve, and 3-2 to Tim over Daniel. So some really tight games so far. It is early days, of course. Ken and Kyle's game's been...
Who's that?
That's
Was
Kyle.
that Kyle?
Yep.
Good.
You sound surprised.
I'm not good with remembering whose is whose.
We saw that last round. Well, it's been really interesting watching this game because it sort of seems as if one player gets it, the other player hasn't got it so much, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas other games we've sort of watched over the day has sort of been a little bit more bowl for bowl rather than end for end. But here comes Ken, he's about to change it all.
Oh.
He's definitely cut it down. I imagine it's still an orange.
Orange. Very possible. The angles are not working.
Kyle can come on his forehand, draw a second. I feel like that's the easiest way to get a second shot.
Yeah, draw in between.
Can't remember how that head looked, but is there a chance for him to move it through a little bit? Maybe through?
We'll see. Yeah, if he gets in there.
I think the way you'd play that, though, is you draw for 2, bonus if it moves for 3. Sometimes if you play for the trail, you end up overplaying it.
Yeah.
I think Kyle played that one safe, though, looking at that.
Very safe, yes. I think it was 1 to Kyle, so that'll make it 2-4 after 4.
Hope you're all having a really good Saturday. I know that there's a few houses who have the bowls on all day and they're making a real day of it.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're tuning in tomorrow as well. But yeah, I don't think anyone can deny how good this coverage has been over the last few weekends.
It was awesome for the junior singles. I know personally my sister was playing and I was not able to be there, which was a weird concept for us as we go together all the time.
Yeah.
But it was awesome to be able to watch her and all the other juniors as well play some pretty outstanding bowls.
Really well played from Kyle.
Great shot there from Kyle.
Do you think Ken will sort of follow suit and look for a bit of the split?
Bit of the split, yeah. Bit of split,
outside
follow
orange,
through.
Outside orange is pretty good as well. On the right-hand side of our screen we see a blue, but it's sort of on the roll away
Outwards,
from the jack, not necessarily to it. So I imagine he'd come down the forehand, but I've been proven wrong multiple times today. Great call, Ken.
Ken seems to be on the same page as you.
He's not far away here.
He's pretty good.
Perfect shot.
Great shot there from Ken.
Okay, I think it could be played on the forehand, but I'm thinking backhand. Yep. Looking for the orange, maybe the split. 2 options, same weight.
Yeah.
And now I think we're left with a draw.
I think that's
He could actually look to chip out that orange, maybe get a bit of a...
sort of onto front orange.
I was more looking for the shot orange. And if he played it on the forehand, sort of just chipped it out. If he got it sort of... If he got half of it, he might get some jack movement, but his bowl would still wriggle around. That's getting a little bit complicated. I think he'll just draw. It's his third bowl as well. Here he comes.
It's looking pretty good.
This has been a really cool
Great.
end to watch.
Just followed on a little bit too much.
Kyle will follow that down.
Yeah, if he's sitting on blues, pretty good.
If you're aggressive, you'd take those 2 blues off on the backhand, but I'm thinking the draw's there.
It's drawing fairly well in that hand, so yeah.
And they're drawing fairly well.
They are. It's probably, I was going to say a bit too wide, but it didn't end up too bad.
Well, probably is a touch wide, yeah. I think Ken will just look to draw. Just beat Kyle's last orange.
Pretty good last time.
Is he sort of eyeing up rolling in that blue maybe? It could go wrong.
If he was sort of in there, would he have a chance to move Jack?
I think
Jack
if
moved back?
Kyle's last bowl was a little bit more jack high or jack low,
Yeah.
he could use it. But being past the jack, he's going to more run into his blue.
It's just a bit,
Yeah.
bit too wide. I think he
Too
was sort
wide
of that,
and-
just trying to go for that draw.
Yeah. Be interesting to see who's holding.
That was one orange. So one more to Kyle, making it 3-4 after 5. No, mouse, I'm all good, thank you.
Last time we had
Haven't
some
even eaten my
snacks,
last
it didn't go so well.
Terry will have them. She doesn't care.
I'm brave. Oh no, that was probably a bad call. Last time we had chocolate, did not go well.
Oh, mine's all melted.
Yum. Okay. Back to the bowls, Emma. Mouse, you're a bad influence.
I don't think Tracy's any better.
Now, the
Now Sharon's
executives,
coming over.
Yeah, telling them off. Good thinking, Sharon. Yeah, so that's a really nice bowl from Kyle there, just slipping in behind the jack. I think Ken's looking to draw around his blue or push
Yeah,
his in.
push the blue in, sit it over.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Will Kyle draw that?
I feel like Kyle will be
Yeah.
in for the draw there.
It's either that or tap it out, but he's drawing well, and I think with singles you just want to have as many bowls in the head if you can.
That's what I've always been told. Just keep drawing.
By the legend Bruce Dalton.
By the legend Bruce Dalton.
What a guy. Will he be watching this, do you think?
No, he's actually playing bowls himself.
What's he
meant
playing in?
I meant to be in Hawke's Bay in the Piers. I
Were you meant
decided
to be
come.
playing with Bruce?
Yeah, no, I was meant
Okay.
to be playing with Tracy.
Oh,
But
that's
we just both decided to come. But we did leave them with 17 entries instead of 18. So
I
we're
forgive
probably
you.
not very popular.
And now we're blessed with your commentary, so
I mean, it could have gone any better.
we're the real winners here.
We are.
I think he'll just be looking to draw again. He's only one down. It's early days, the scores are still tight. It'd be an amazing draw shot if he picked that off for 2.
He might.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, I didn't see it like that.
He
I don't
has
think
got the
Kyle saw
shot,
it like
no.
that. But
Pretty good
that is
outcome
really
there.
good. That could sit off, but I think it's more getting the jack. Or bowl then jack, maybe. Either way, you'd be looking for the...
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Let's see how
look
that
at the
worked.
replay.
Yep, it really did happen like that, folks.
You didn't miss it.
Definitely looking for that blue split, looking for some movement. Not entirely sure exactly what's going to happen, but it should be good.
Yeah, just like that.
Yep, good enough for 1, maybe 2.
No one.
Okay. I haven't been good
I'm
at
calling
calling
1.
this. Okay. I like your confidence.
See?
We'll leave you in charge of that from now on.
Thank you. I probably wouldn't, but... Have we got any results from other games?
Just having a wee look. So, 9-4 to Brian over Nathan. 6-2 to Tim over Daniel. And 4-1 to Les over Steve. So this has been really interesting because Les hasn't, we've seen more of Steve's name popping up on the winning side more than Les, but here we are with a bit of a turnaround. Les is beating Steve. Brian probably hasn't had as many wins as Nathan, but here he is.
Popping up again.
Yep. And of course, both Tim and Daniel have been at the top of this, so yeah. 7-2 to Tim now, so he's in control at this stage.
He is feeling in control.
It's like
How was Steve and Kyle? Sorry, we're watching Kyle. So how's Steve going? Because that's going to change around the top placings a bit.
Yep, so that's what I was just talking about,
Yeah.
is how Les is beating Steve. It's 6-1 now. It's the latest update. So yeah, this could be a bit of a make or break round.
Yeah, it could be.
Just going sort of back to Tim and Daniel's game, on paper that's a really big match, and of course the way the results are sitting at the moment, it's a really big match. Just looking at Tim's score, obviously we can see the game. It's over there.
Yeah,
I haven't been watching it, but we all saw Tim win the national singles last year, and when he gets going, he really gets going. You know,
he gets in, he gets focused in the zone.
You just see him in the zone.
Yeah. I was talking to him about
so
his Nationals final game, and he was saying that, like, we were all sitting down the bottom, and he didn't see us all, you know, like he didn't.
Yeah, he's just in the zone.
Oh, yeah, he's in the zone.
Yeah.
Everything else is turned off. He's for the game. He didn't hear the cheering.
Yeah.
He didn't hear anything.
Yeah. I think anyone that's sort of been in that zone will know what he's talking about there. Oh, he was looking to get that orange out, or if he was wide, that blue onto the jack. That would have been a really good shot too. Unfortunately for Ken, he's missed it. So Kyle will have another go. He was just a bit wide with his last bowl. I'm not sure if he'll keep that same weight. I'm not sure. He might bring the weight back a bit, keep the same line. Yep. Or could get unlucky. No, he's got it. So, really good. Well played there, Kyle. So that's 2 orange. So that'll level the scores after 7 ends. Well, I really like the old format of, you know, if you win your centre singles, you're going to the national final. You know, it gets a lot of people there. It is really cool. I think, it has also been a really exciting way to play the Henselites this year. You know, a tough road, of course, but to those players who have made it, it's fantastic. You know, it's not easy to win your centre ones and then your zone. You're coming up against really good bowlers. You know, not just in your centre, but obviously your zone. They're all centre singles winners themselves. And then to meet them in the national final and they all get to play each other, you know, it's a really cool way to do it. You know, you can't really blame the draw or anything like that. They're obviously all very good singles players in their own right. So to see the best up against the best, it's pretty cool.
And it's, you know, every end counts, when normally it's sort of the game counts. We hear you're working towards every end, because at the end it could be that, like we said, that one end.
Absolutely. So Ken sort of has the better head here at the moment, but if Kyle gets any movement on that jack, it's pretty dangerous. So I imagine Ken will be looking to change it, whether he's
just putting something out.
He's either covering those oranges, maybe he'll look to sort of sit that blue over onto the jack, if I remember the head correctly.
So try to be under, and Kyle can still.
It almost went as a block just about, but it carried on. So definitely there for Kyle. If anything, that's probably a good guide. Although in saying that, if you commit to the trail and miss, you're going down a bunch almost unnecessarily.
Oh, he needs to work off.
He's committed to it though.
Oh.
I mean, if he got it, that would have put all sorts of pressure on Ken. At the same time, though, he's only 1 down. If you were Ken, would you be looking for the blue onto the jack just to move it?
Yeah, because if you're sitting blue down, you're moving jack out a bit and you're getting guaranteed 3, maybe 4.
If you're wide, you might sort of edge out the closest orange, and that'll be enough anyway. So maybe that's more the shot you go for, just to take out that orange. Of course, he could just draw. Well, 1 in, 1 out.
Yeah, replaced it.
It was a big opportunity there for Ken, and also for Kyle, you know, as we saw. So it could have been 4 either way. But a 1, we're going to keep things nice and tight, Emma.
Oh yeah, gonna be an
Keep
interesting.
everyone on the edge of their seats
Yeah,
instead.
on your toes.
Just going back to the other games. Les is still ahead of Steve, 6-3. Tim is ahead of French, 7-3. And Brian is ahead of Nathan, 9-8. So Nathan's coming back into that game.
It's nice to see a junior here, Nathan, making it through, winning his centre and then winning his zone.
Yeah, we've seen a junior sort of here and there, be in the Henselites before, but in this format it's really cool as well. You know, like we were saying, it's not just the centre singles, it's your zone as well.
Gone through.
Yep. And I was saying before, it's, looking around the field, it's such a mix of players.
Yeah.
And I love the sport for that reason.
Exactly. You can have
even just in that game, Nathan Trell versus Brian Brooker, there's probably 60 years difference between them.
Yeah. All type of
so what I
ages
was
and
told
ability.
Anyway. So it's just really cool to see that.
Good ball there from
I can't think of another sport that would
No,
have
not where you both have the same chance at results. No one's above or below. Any ages, any capabilities.
Yep.
They're all equal.
And same with different abilities as far as health goes.
Yeah, exactly.
We've seen bowlers in wheelchairs. Missing fingers. It's
And you see, even watching everyone bowls different. You all have your own way of getting up and down, and your own way of holding a bowl, and you can change the sport to adapt your needs.
Yes, we have a classic example of that, and I'm really glad to bring this up. Jacob White, I hope you're watching. Unfortunately, he couldn't enter into the Young Guns because of the Auckland restrictions at the time.
He wasn't able to leave.
But he had a leg surgery, hadn't he?
A knee. He had to have a knee up. Yeah.
Obviously, in any other sport, if you have a knee up, you probably can't play.
You're out.
Yep, you're out. Simple. But no, what he did was adapt it, like you were saying, and he had a bowler's arm. Is that what you'd call it?
Yeah, Bruce down in Hawke's Bay he's into finding different ways, and he had like an old crutch stick.
Yes.
And had a lever in there available all over the place, but he it took a few games for him to adjust to the weight, but he got it, and he was going to use that for Young Guns.
Yeah, and I was really excited because I thought, he went really well.
He did.
It did take a few. I had to go at it myself, and I hope I never have a knee op.
I was not coordinated enough. I was not coordinated enough to let go of the handle when I needed to. Ooh.
So I imagine Les Ken was a touch narrow there, but he has cleared out one orange. Kyle does have another bowl though. I'd back him to draw 3.
Oh, he could draw in there.
Yep, so he'll get his nose in front again anyway.
He will.
It's on a really good track.
Yeah, great ball there.
Yep, all the
Pick
way.
up 3. Get him ahead
He
again.
made that look easy, didn't he?
Oh, way too easy.
So that will make the score 8-6 to Kyle after 9. Les is staying ahead in the other game over
Against
Steve.
Steve.
He's 7-4. Brian has scored another couple of points, so he's 11-8 over Nathan.
And Tim did score that in, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I think we're getting an update as we speak. So I'm going to sit there. 9-4 to Tim, so he's keeping
Keeping
in
it steady.
front. Really good bowl from Kyle there. Ken had really good weight, but he just had a narrow line.
Kyle will be Trying to draw in there, block those blues. Ooh,
Yeah, orange onto jack could work. Oh, that changes it just enough, although it does set up a split. But again, Kyle definitely has the advantage here.
yeah.
3 really good bowls to work with, and Ken is on the back foot. Just had to get our photo taken. Hope the lighting was good.
Hope you're on a good side.
Here he comes. He's
Got
onto
the
it, I
split pretty
reckon.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great shot there.
He got that clean as a whistle. Yep. Kyle will draw down there, probably just a bit over 2.
Yeah.
He can afford a bit of movement.
Looking like a pretty good
yeah,
line.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh, that makes it great shot.
Couple of oranges. Would Ken follow that down too?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd
Here
be
we go.
following that down.
I think we've called a couple right here, Emma.
You're on a good roll. Don't
Yeah.
jinx it.
Oh, this is close as well. Get excited, everyone.
Oh,
Oh, that was so unlucky. Is he still 2 down, or is it just 1?
Oh, I would favour 2, but
Be wishing he had another bowl, you know, bowl or jack. I reckon it's 1, but I did say we should leave you in charge of that.
I think it's 2 card flips, but I'm not sure.
Oh, you're so good. I knew you were in charge for a reason. So that's 10-6 to Kyle, played 10.
Oh dear.
Yeah, really good opener from Kyle. He's, like you said earlier in this game, Emma, what was the word?
Consistent.
Yeah, he's proving that in this game. So, some updates here. Like we said before, Tim is 9-4 up over French. Brian is 11-10 over Nathan, so that's very close. And Steve has pulled back to 7-all with Les. I imagine there'll be 5-ish ends to go. Yep, we can actually see that in the background. Really good green from Ken here. I think Kyle's sort of either way, but just looking for the spot.
Yeah. I think he can come, sort of, if he's around that, or not.
Yeah. I think he's just sticking that same way because he's been drawing really well that way. His bowl isn't touching, so it's not a huge risk. If he sneaks, that does help a little bit. I think. Yeah. It doesn't really matter where Ken goes here. The jack can move.
Yeah.
And that's all he really wants.
He'd be wanting a move.
Yep. Pop it out, sort of corner of the square-ish direction. Free it up. Oh, well, at least he's got a back bow, so he might not have to draw it now. He'll just look to move it out. Although I'm sure Kyle will.
Kyle can be in the draw there, sort of bringing it round.
Yeah. I think being 4 up, I think just a back bowl is really good at this stage. Probably not where he wants it to be. I imagine Ken will go on the forehand now, orange,
Yeah.
and that'll push Jack out. He's got plenty of mat to play with. He's at least 2 down, so no point being short here.
No.
There is the option to draw it if that's what he prefers. Be interesting. While he's having a look at the head, I'll just bring it back to our sponsors, the Henselite. Like we said before, it's a New Zealand Henselite singles. It's been going for quite some time now. I should remember what year it first started.
Oh, I would have
I know
no
who
idea.
won, but I don't know the year. Tony Compton, down as Anthony Compton, so that's Avon's dad.
Right.
Oh, that's such a good bowl. He's cut it down to 1, I believe. But Emma, you're in charge, so
Oh,
make the call.
yeah, I'd go for 1.
I feel like you're about to say 2 just to go
Just
opposite.
to throw
you
it
know?
off. Just the 1? I was right.
So was I. But yeah, well done. Just put him away a little bit here. Steve
Doesn't look happy.
Not in the background. Don't know what's happened. I know that Lisa's 3 up at the moment though, and it might have another score coming his way. 9-6 to Tim. So French is hanging in there. He's not one who'll ever give up, you know.
No, he'll keep fighting strong. Pretty good bowl there by Ken. Oh dear. Ken, Liz.
It's
Oh.
hard.
Yeah, I know it's on top of the screen. It's just hard. It's quite tricky, you know.
It's well weighted, that bowl from Kyle. So it'll be Ken's turn now. Is he going to beat Kyle to it? Get it in the other direction?
Not quite. Leaves it pretty
Oh, wow.
open there for
It's a pretty good guide.
cut. It is.
He knows he just has to correct on that green. And he has. Oh, just a
not
bit
quite.
much, that's all.
It's anyone's game here, isn't it? Whoever gets to it first.
Oh, I'm not sure. We thought maybe Steve went down, just judging by his reaction there, but he actually scored a 1. Maybe he just missed a
Great
good
shot there
opportunity.
by Ken.
Nailed it. Yeah, that really was. It's fully negated what Kyle was about to do. Kyle's just on the draw here. He's not far away.
No, it's pretty good.
Wow.
Great shot there by Kyle.
He's cut it
Set
down to
over.
1. Now,
Would you be sort of, I mean, he needs to get
I
a few
think I'd go
ends
the
here.
backhand and look for the orange. And if you're wide, you're still sort of squeezing the jack into that pocket of blues. On the other hand, you could be wide and take your own
Take
shot
your own
out.
out.
If you get the jack but not correctly, you're sort of not following it through. So
Yeah.
you could go 1 down that way. So I think being 5 down with 4 ends to go, this is the 4th end to go, if that makes
Pretty-
sense. You'd go for that end.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure. I'm picking backhand, but we could be wrong.
He's going forehand. It's what I probably would have picked, so I'm happy.
You did. You're in charge.
See? Ideal.
Yeah.
So
Well done. It was a very good
I
bowl.
think he still only has 2 though. I think
No, I
he,
reckon 3. Although,
Oh.
again, I don't know why I'm talking. Maybe I should take the headset off. Just leave it with you.
Maybe. No, probably not a good idea.
I mean, and it's not like I'm trying to backtrack here because it was obviously playable on the forehand, but I think personally I would have gone the backhand.
Right.
But, you know, sometimes it just comes down to personal preference or how the mat's playing, you know.
Oh, it's close. They've called an umpire. See,
You're still backing yourself.
I'm
in.
backing.
Maybe if I had another chocolate, I won't call wrong things.
Maybe. Give it a go.
Another shout out to Hamish and Lisa Duncan for their umpiring efforts today. Yep, really appreciate them giving up their Saturday and helping us out. They've done a really good job too.
Oh, they have.
Hamish seems to be getting all the TV measures.
He is.
Or did I miss some earlier in the day?
No, I think he's sort of doing that side of the hall, and
That makes sense.
yeah.
So French is still clawing his way back in. He's now 7-9 against Tim. Les is holding on 10-9 over Steve. And the
I
little-
told you, look, it's blue.
Yeah, I trust you.
Yeah, right.
And Brian is 14-10 over Nathan. He's having a good game here.
Nathan's doing his gizzy measure there with his fingers.
The gizzy measure?
Yeah.
I'd call it the outdoor measure.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't think he plays outdoor bowls, so
No.
I think we will call it the gizzy measure in
I
this
just
instance.
know it is the gizzy measure, but
That's cool. The gizzy measure worked in Brian's favour.
in Brian's favour.
He's leading off. Yeah, so Ken just scored before, like we saw, so 9-11 after 12.
Yeah,
That was a
think
really
11.
good shot from Ken too.
It was. Very good.
And he's started off this end really well too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Great ball there by Kyle.
Yep. Got that check movement he was after. Stephen in the background again, so focused
Oh.
with those score updates. He's done an outstanding job. Oh, Ken, look at
Would
that.
be lost without him.
And it sat down too. Couldn't have played that too much better. Kyle's on the forehand, looking for some check movement, I'd say. Yep.
Yeah, trying to sit that blue down on
The orange
on
might do
orange.
it. Yeah, that helps.
Yeah.
Set himself up really well if nothing changes. I'm sure it will. Probably just drawing around to cover those oranges. Do you think?
Yeah, I would be.
You could sort of change the angles, but again, the back oranges are the danger there.
Yeah.
Don't think you want to overcomplicate anything.
No. No. You wouldn't want to be changing anything if you were him.
Oh, maybe he is just going to change something.
Doesn't work out too bad.
It's still that same shot, really, though. That split, it's just sort of
Is that
going to
gonna
play out a little differently. But at the end of the day, the jack's still looking to go back to those two orange bowls. He's not far away.
Yeah.
Oh, is it going to stop? Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
Yep.
room.
Yep,
Great
well
shot
weighted
there by
shot.
Kyle. 2 there for him. Making
Yes.
that 13-9.
After 13 ends, and it just gives him that 4-point buffer again, so he'll be happy with that. Only 2 ends to go. If he scores here, that's almost a guaranteed win. You never
Think
know what will happen.
This could potentially be the last end.
Oh,
Neil's getting
yes.
ready to blow his whistle.
I don't think I've seen a game yet that has played out the 15 ends.
In the first game, there was one over here. I can't tell you who it was.
On the TV, though?
No, it wasn't on the TV.
I just mean in the 3
not
games
sure.
that I've been...
In the commentary.
yeah, just... I mean, I suppose at this sort of level, you know, you're wanting to take your time.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone would love for the ends to be played out, especially when they're so crucial. But at the end of the day, you want to have good bowls and good games first.
Yeah, not playing rush bowls just to get those ends in.
Absolutely.
Making every bowl matter.
No point getting the ends in if you're not scoring them.
Exactly. Oh, great bowl there by Kyle.
Yeah. Yep, sitting with 2 really good shots there. Sure Ken will follow that down. Another little update for you all. Tim is 9-8 over Daniel, so that has really made things exciting.
It has.
It's been
his way up.
Yeah, it's been a comeback, but a slow one, you know, and sometimes those are the worst. Oh, did that get up? So this is interesting.
No, a
Oh,
shake of the
wow.
head from the umpire.
So what just happened there is it was 9-8 to Tim over Daniel. Tim was leading off, and Tim did rush. He rushed the jack up as the thing was beeping, but as it beeped, Neil also blew the whistle, so there wasn't like a lag or anything. And And anyway, they made the call that the jack didn't make it up before the whistle, so Daniel has shaken hands. He looks gutted, but a good sport, these things happen. So they had 13 ends in that game. Might have been something like 10-8 to Tim. I'm not sure what he scored on that last end. Les is 13-9 over Steve. The final score for Tim and Daniel was 11-8. There you go. Ooh, that was a
great ball there from Kyle.
Yep.
Sitting out the blue.
Les beat Steve 15-9, and it's not the final score, but Brian is 15-11 over Nathan, and they're shaking hands now. Nathan didn't get a 4, so yeah, Brian has won, Les has won, and Tim has won.
So that's really going to change up our final scores. It's
Absolutely.
going to be dropping French and Steve out of there, but bringing Kyle up if he ends up getting this game.
Yeah, he's definitely in a good position to win this game. He's got that 4-point buffer. Can't see an obvious 4. Where's that other bowl? Oh. That's pretty good too, though. Well,
pretty good too.
Great shot, and it gives him another end. I'm sure we'll see an interview soon. So one more round to go, people. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're sticking with us.
Well, Kyle, that's another win under your belt, heading to a real tough last round. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Bowls, still playing some pretty good bowls, so this last round, it's all on the line, so should be a good last round.
Should be. Kyle will be playing Tim, who is actually leading at the moment in the competition, but only by 1 game point. So it's all on, so it's going to be an excellent game to watch. So good luck, and we'll see you at the end of the game.
Thank you very much.
Well, Ken, you tried to come back there at the end. You were only sort of like 4 points in it at the end against the now second place getter in the tournament.
Yeah, just too erratic. That's my problem today. Some good bowls, some bad bowls. So, yeah, that was the problem.
So have you enjoyed today in the format?
At the moment I have. The format's interesting, yeah. It's probably the way to go, I'd say.
So, or do we ask you tomorrow about the body, how it's feeling?
I'm just worrying about how I'm going to get in that aeroplane with my left leg, because I've got a feeling it's going to seize up by tomorrow morning. It'll be well and truly seized up.
Well, you go and enjoy your last game, because then it's out for dinner.
Thanks, Sharon.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.